Hi, Khoa. Thank
Yeah,
you so much
I
for spending time with me on Sunday. It's been a long time I haven't seen you. We used to work together for many years. You're one of the great engineers that I have worked with. Why don't you introduce yourself and take it on from here?
yeah. Nice to meet you, Chris. Yeah, hi. My name is Khoa, and I'm a 12-year experience on the software development. I have done so many projects about website, gaming, job listing, and microfinance and e-commerce. Now I'm working for Oro, is the Japanese company. So I inject for the technology, tech, engineering team. So we have done some project. We mainly support on the, the, the digital like marketing, digital and website. We have a company to build a website and e-commerce and some uh, mobile application. Yeah, it's a good chance to see you again because we have a lot of time working together. So yeah,
All right. Thank you, Khoa. I know that you're gonna talk about multi-tenancy and software as a service architecture. Please go ahead, share your screen and take it.
yeah. Okay, we share. So you see my screen? Yeah. So yeah. So when we talk in September, so you invite me the topic. Yeah, I want to talk. So I think that's the my experience and working on the project with the build the SaaS service. So we try to make it interesting and like to have customer grow. So we chose multi-tenancy architect to build the SaaS. So today we talk about the SaaS application, how the key benefit of multi-tenancy and how do we build at Oro. Yeah. So the SaaS is like software as a service. So it's a cloud-based providing the software to user and SaaS user subscribe to the application rather than purchase each one and install it. So user can log into the SaaS application from any device over the internet. Like it's not new, but it's the new model to build the software. So normally we buy the Windows uh, license and we install on the local machine. So now we move to the SaaS application cloud-based, so user can run on the calculation on the function on the cloud. So for example for SaaS company, so we use it's very done like every day, like Dropbox, like Slack, like you can learn from Udemy, or you for marketing, you MailChimp, HubSpot for entertainment, Spotify, and of course Salesforce is the biggest SaaS company. So we research about uh, how do we build the SaaS model and what the key benefit. And I summarize here. We have a three factor to for good design for SaaS model. The first one is configurable. Second is scalability, and the third is multi-tenancy. So for configurable, configurable. It means because we build the software for multiple customers, so each customer have must use the metadata to configure it to the way the application appear and behave for each user. And customer configuring application must be simple and easy without any extra development and operation costs. And some customer may request a customization, so their customization should be introduced as a configuration option, and that is available to any customer. So the second one is scalability. For system, is we build the software with maximum concurrency support scale and resource efficiently. Like if you have multiple customer, like you multiple customer, and you can reuse that resource and more efficiently. For business, SaaS is about agility, so it's flexible and you can develop it focus on that. And design for growth. This means that the idea here is to allow for growth in your customer base that doesn't expand the operational or infrastructure footprint of your SaaS environment. Yeah, the important one is multi-tenancy. So that's factor like support for configurable and scalability. So we go to the multi-tenancy. What is multi-tenancy? Multi-tenancy architect in SaaS application is called infrastructure, where software instance and supporting infrastructure serve multiple customers with tenant and user share database and compute resource, but their data is isolated from other one. So you can see the single tenant here. So we normally for the application we have one user and one app and one DB. But for multi-tenant, you have only one app and customer use that, and for the DB database we separate that for privacy and security. So this is the SaaS symbol majority model. So the first one is level one. We have a symbol, just one tenant and one instance. And the second one is we have a configurable for instance here. It's the line is level one. And the third is we can use tenant, multi-tenant and configurable. And the last one is the model that we want to build, the tenant, the user, and try to they want to know, they just care about the application, and they go to the load balance, and on load balance, behind load balance we have a multiple instance and serve those tenant. So this is the key benefits of multi-tenancy architect. So when it's not like because to be multi-tenant, we have take time to restart, take time and to build the fundamental. So it's have a task. So multi-tenant task when we develop that, and we take more time than we develop the single tenant. So when we go here, when we go live, when operation time, when we create new tenant, it means like we have reduced the time and maintainable and supporting and everything. So this time we gain some benefit from multi-tenant. So for long term, it's good for us. So the key benefit of the multi-tenant is the I summary here. So cost saving, this means with the single tenant model, it means every tenant use the separate node and DB. So this means we have used a lot of resource and maybe this cannot be used if we have a very small the traffic and customer of the customer. So it means we can reuse that code and we use one infrastructure for all the tenant. This will reduce the cost for us. And about it, easy maintenance and upgrade management. So when we build new feature, so it's just a deployment. So we make change on the deployment for, and it's applied for all customer. And it's convenient to set up and migrate because for the SaaS service we will sell product to customer. So it means when we set up for new customer, it should be easy, and for migration for some upgrades. So it's convenient, like setup and migration. And fast deployment for new customer, you boom, just 1 minute. So you can run the new tenant for on already setting for this customer. So, and the last one is privacy and security. It's because when customer use the product, so customer will care about the data, how our data sell on your cloud. So it means we separate that for the sensitive information. We separate the DB and we push to the set to the customer DB, so they can manage, they can check on the kind of thing they want. So that the first session is the key benefits of the multi-tenant. So now, as overall, so how do we build a SaaS service? So we have this is a new project. It's for startup of Japan. So the company want to build the gym software. So they want to sell to the gym store. It's the software gym store can use and provide for their customer and trainer. So this is the flow chart. That's we think when we need the multi-tenant on the on this project. So because so when we start, user can visit the web app or the API, and the web with our system will based on the domain of the user, like context of domain. So if domain exit, not exit, like it's not unknown domain, so we end up set here. If the domain exit, is it central domain? So we init the central contact is the central, like we have some function for central and some function for tenant. So I will explain more on the next. So when the important here is when the central domain it's a tenant contact. So we know about this is tenant contact. We will init show the DB connection. So we set up the file system and we set up the tenant caching and the queue and the term. So this is we we execution some logic in here. Yeah. So this is our design when we think about how do we build a SaaS service. So we forgot in here, our real customer is the trainer and user, EU, mobile app and trainer app. So we have a store, one store, and we provide like create another store. We call tenant. This is tenant. So tenant 1 and tenant 2. So it's on in we use Amazon Web Service to design that. So some function we can use the central, we call it the central API, and some function like you go to store and you book the trending on the store, so you will interact with this API. So this you app and mobile. On the for each tenants, we have admin panel, we have landing page for it, and we have provided API. So for this, we that's one tenant for us. Yeah. And for the admin of the company, they can manage the of tenant, they can create, and they can make it available. Yeah. And this is the lesson learned when we deploy, when we make the project, because it's no side fit on for SaaS architect, because it's depend on the domain, it's depend on the requirement, it's depend on the market of the client, and it's depend on the customer user. So depend on it, so we will have infrastructure. We can change, we can optimize that. It's not side fits all. So and for when we develop that, so we the first thing we like we can build a single tenant for each customer, but it's take time, and it's like cannot make our client can develop, can grow. So we think onboard tenant should be simple, automated, and repeatable process. So when you, like I said, like when you have a new customer, so you just only create the tenant and that's it. So user can start onboarding, start configurable, and run the service. And the task, the limit developer awareness about multi-tenant concept, because it's the SaaS business logic have complex like complexity of, they have many requirements, they have about the business logic. So developers should care about that. He shouldn't care about how do I make the query to get this tenant. So it's he just care about this is the function I work for. Central is the whole app, or only for tenant. So and he don't need to worry about the how do we query that's the tenant and include the infrastructure. And this is the design for cloud. Yeah, because we also our customer also is startup, so they have a limit budget, and we have to build first, provide the infrastructure, provide the fundamental for the client, and that they can grow. And after they have a client, they get money, so we can come back and enhance the project and the cost base. Yeah, and because we build the software with for multiple customers, so sometimes they need to customization. So we should provide a convenient way to do that, like flat feature and module installer, because it's complex. Because when we build the software for apply for all customer, so if one customer needs something different, so we should provide that. We should think about that we can provide or not, and after that if we provide the module for install for that tenant. Only a flat feature can enable for tenant we want. Yeah, that's it. And now it's a demo. The session I really like. So I already put some code in here. So I have a starter because we work on BSB Laravel. So I will introduce the like experience when we start to build and some. So for Laravel SaaS Starter, we use the Laravel framework. Laravel Nova is the like the administrator that help us build the admin faster, and the package that provide the multi-tenancy for Laravel, and those some kind of new technologies. We integrate with Laravel Cassia. It's a straightforward. Yeah, I will open the environment in so this is the default way of Laravel. Yeah, we have two concepts in here. This is the central application. We here create a function like create the tenant, the new tenant in here, or some function we want to build. And here for the tenant, like I try to build like the tenant that's sell product like e-commerce. So we have a product in here. So it's a simple page now. And for let me log into the central. So like the here for one tenant, we provide the admin by the front end by and the API. So in here we have this is the front end by. So I will open the admin. Yeah. So this is the tenant one admin. So we have different menu here. The entity we develop the function like on the product. We have a product here. And you can like if I want to create a new shop. So this is the admin shop. this is my screenshot, and I can manage the this is admin, the product category. So we can easy to develop the function like order or reviews in here. And this is the main application on the admin. You can see the tenant here. So now we have two tenant here. Is one tenant. You have this is the domain of tenant which we see here. Need the tenant too. Like if so, this is the same layout, but the data is different. So if I try to create the new, yeah. So for create domain, we allow multiple domain for one tenant. So we create the first one. So I will create. So is either not no domain. Create a second. So yeah, this is a brand new tenant. So they don't have any product. For the tenant two, I will create. This is the admin base. So because when we create a new tenant, we should create the user, the admin for tenant. $26. So can you see my terminal?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. Okay. Now then we can locally create admin based on the command line. So for the tenant, we log into the tenant. Yeah, we can create a category here. So the image, we should upload the image. Yeah. Okay. So because we have multiple shop, and for each shop we have maybe we have some chain on the UI. User can customize their front end. So we provide the way we show. Yeah, because we will think about that, and we will this is the default theme on uh, the own system. So if user new customer want to change some layout, so we will create that tenant with the key tenant ID. And for component, we create the same. And for menu, we just put that for two. So it means we custom the tenant one front end base. So go here. So you can see the new chain applying here. If they don't have any customized, so we get the default one. So I think that's it.
Well, thank you so much. We are out of time. I have some questions, but maybe we arrange another time. We come back for more questions as well. Thank you. I appreciate you spend time giving us demo and also the PowerPoint. That was very good. Thank you. Have a
Yeah,
good
yes.
Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take
See
care.
you soon.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.